Delighted to welcome on this man. He fights for the UFC interim heavyweight title on Saturday week against Derrick Lewis. It is Bon Gamin, Ciryl Gane. Comment vas-tu, Ciryl?
Ça va très bien, et toi?
Oui, oui.
That sounds good.
Excellent. Ciryl, great to speak to you, my friend. I do appreciate you coming back on to have a chat with us before the fight. First of all, man, you've been really, really busy. Just off air there, you're still in Paris. Your wife is there. Your wife is due to give birth next week. You've an interim heavyweight title fight next weekend. How are you managing everything? How are the emotions at the moment? Lots going on in your life.
This is life. We have no choice. We did the choice. At the first time when UFC asked us if we want to fight for the interim title, my first answer was family first. No, sorry,
Yeah.
I can't do that. But after we sleep on it, and after a few moments with the team, with my wife, everybody say, "My man, you can't do that. Let's go." We work a lot. We did a lot of sacrifice for that, for no worries. If you are here, if you're not here, what's gonna change?
Exactly.
What's gonna change? So no worries, go. Everything is gonna be good. So yeah, I did my choice, so now let's go. We are ready for that.
Good attitude to have. Obviously, it's a huge moment. It's a huge moment for French mixed martial arts. It's a huge moment for you. What was your reaction when you learned the news that this will be for the interim title? I know I heard an interview recently that you don't put much weight in terms of the belt, but it basically guarantees your status if you win this fight as number one contender to fight Francis Ngannou. Is it more about that for you, that you know you're going to get a world undisputed title shot if you win this fight?
I think this is a ticket. So yes, when we had the news, I was a little bit surprised because it was just before the fight against Volkov. But this is make no pressure. But we are really focused on Volkov. But after that, yes, after the fight, we are okay. So we are there. So now we're gonna fight for the interim title. And yes, for me, this is a ticket for be the first contender, and the champion still Francis, of course.
How big? Explain to us how big a moment this is in France and for French mixed martial arts. Because when we spoke to you, myself and Peter Carroll, when we were doing the Bash podcast, you know, your fame was getting big, but I think you're on a different level now after the victory over Junior Dos Santos and Volkov.
Yeah.
How has your life changed, and how big is this for French mixed martial arts? What is the buzz like in France? What is the feeling amongst the people?
What changed in my life? So maybe when I want to hang out, some people stop me, but everything are really nice with me. So that's not a problem. And yes, for the sport, for the fun of the sport is a big moment. It's a big moment because yes, of course, Francis was born in Cameroon and he lived a little bit in France and he fight a little bit for twice. And me, I'm 100% from this country, from France. So the people make this is a difference against Francis and me. And so the people are more like, okay, this is a real French. This is the first time we have a real French gonna fight for the interim title, and after that, maybe the title. This is really big. This is really big. This is the first time. They had just one guy is Tonton Mpumbu.
Yeah,
he had the belt of the Bellator, and this is the first big belt for the French country. So now I want to win this next week.
Do you feel much? You know, your nickname I think says it all. Bon Gamin. I think it means nice guy, the good guy, if I'm not mistaken. This obviously means a lot to you, you know, where you've come from on your journey in mixed martial arts. What does it mean to you to go out there and, you know, win a title for the French people and the people who've supported you, your family? It obviously means a huge amount.
Yeah, of course. I want to do that for him. I want to do that for him because because it was not a dream for me. I started there just 3 years ago, and before that, I started there 6, 7 years ago with the Muay
Muay
Thai.
Thai, yeah.
So I started at 24. At 24, because before that, I played a lot of basketball. Before that, I played a lot of soccer, and I did nothing in the professional. And you can make money with the sport, but in my mind, it was just a sport, just a pleasure, and I don't want to have a pressure. Like I say, I like to say, at this moment was when I was an adolescent. I don't want to be an adult,
Yeah.
and that's why I missed the train. And at 24, I did nothing, any sport, because I sell some furniture in the shop, and I was okay in the weekend. So for basketball, soccer is was there. So that's why I started the Muay Thai. That's why I started a personal sport. And after that, I said, okay, let's go, man. I'm gonna make money with that. There are the coach. There are a lot of people who want to do something real with you. Let's go. You have 24. It's not last. So let's go. And we did it. That's why I started.
Absolutely fantastic story.
Mm.
And you look at this fight, and we mentioned Derrick Lewis. You know, he's a very awkward, difficult opponent to sort of work out. We know what he's going to do. We know his skill set, but sometimes you feel like that he's playing possum. He's not reacting on purpose to draw it into you. How awkward of a puzzle maybe is Derrick Lewis to figure out? Maybe not in his skill set, but what he actually does in the cage.
I think it's a really smart guy. I think it's a really smart guy because everybody know he's not well-rounded. You don't have too much strength in his pocket. You don't have too much skills, but you know he's really dangerous with that. And that's why I say really smart because he know that and he know how he must use that. And he did very well in the former fight. And that's why I said this guy are really dangerous because he's smart for me. He's really smart. So I'm gonna manage this situation.
I heard in a recent interview that when you joined the MMA factory, you were training with Francis Ngannou, and you were training with Francis to prepare for the Derrick Lewis fight. Is that correct?
I don't remember exactly. I remember it was that one fight for over him, but I
Okay.
don't remember the second fight. Though I don't know exactly.
Okay. So I was just going to say, do you think that would have been a benefit to you, you know, training with Francis for Derrick Lewis?
Oh yes, no, not really, because no, not really, because I think because Fernand Lopez, our coach, was really smart, and I think I was
Of course.
not the good sparring partner for Francis for Derrick Lewis.
Okay.
It's not. This is not make sense because I'm from Muay Thai. Um, no. I think it's not an advantage for me now.
Okay. Where do you feel his major weaknesses are? Derrick Lewis, obviously on the ground, and actually, I noticed that, and I'm going to mention that to you in a moment about how smart I think your IQ is. But where do you feel Derrick's major weaknesses are his strength?
Uh, when you look my French, I think it's gonna be a little bit flat foot. It's a little bit too much flat foot for. And me, I'm move very well, so I think
Yeah.
this is his weakness for this fight.
He believes he's going to finish you in one round.
He must to do that. He must to do that because after that it's gonna be complicated for him. And everybody know that. It's not a
Yeah,
surprise. He
I
must
agree.
to
I think.
finish me at the first. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the longer it goes for Derrick, the more problems he's in that fight. I listened to an interview, Ciryl, with your coach, the wonderful, the great Fernand Lopez. He spoke with John Morgan, an MMA junkie, and he said he's cooled down. His emotions he's chilled out an awful lot, and it's because towards Francis Ngannou, he's calmed down. His ill feelings aren't as sort of bad towards Francis as they were, and that's because of you, because something you said to him. What did you say to your coach in order to calm him down with his relationship towards Francis Ngannou?
Because Fernand Lopez is not only my coach, he's also my friend, one of my best friends. Seriously, he's like a friend, he's like a big brother. And sometime in your life you have some I don't have the good word, but you have some pain in your life.
Pain, yeah.
Yeah, you have some pain, and I say no, no worries. You see, you have some pain, but oh yeah, look, you're meeting me, and we are happy together because we have a good relationship. So no, no worries. Everything can happen in your life. No worries. Go ahead and don't go ahead with the bad feeling. This is don't help you. This is really don't help you. Stay healthy in your mind. Stay healthy in your mind. That's better. That's really better. It's more easy to live like that. That's why I'm a bon gamin, because
Yeah, you're a good
I
guy.
thinking like that. Yeah, I thinking like that every time. Everything is okay for me. Everything is okay for me. I don't work with the bad feeling. I really don't work with the bad
Th-
feeling.
that's why I think people have gravitated towards you and you've become very popular because you are a very chilled out guy. You're a very humble person, in my opinion.
Maybe.
If Fernand is in a calmer place, Ciryl, is that better for you when he's training you in terms of him being cooler and being calmer in training?
No, I'm really comfortable with whole situation. I just want to enjoy the process. I'm just happy to do my job, to do everything I do in my life. I did the choice in my life, and my choice is to live about my sport. And now I can live about my sport, and everything is good. I'm really comfortable with all situations. Sometimes I don't remember for who. Maybe for the fight against Abduragimov, or maybe Junior Dos Santos. I don't remember, but Lopez told me. I can come with you, my man. I'm gonna ask to some guys there in Vegas to. We're gonna have to. No problem, coach.
No problem.
I'm really comfortable with this situation. We still a lot at the gym in Paris. That's okay. The last week, what's gonna happen more? No, no, no worries. Let's go. I can go ahead.
You're a very very chill guy. You're very comfortable in all situations, as you said there, and you seem it. It comes across.
Some people, yeah, some people say you have too much confidence. No, it's not really confident. That's just yes, my man. Everything
Mm,
is okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I'm confident on my mind. I'm confident to my fight IQ, to my. I just want to enjoy the process. That's it. Everything is good. Everything is good.
Will you be able to enjoy the process if you beat Derrick Lewis and you go on to fight Francis Ngannou? Will there be a shift in emotion, or will it be exactly the same as it is now?
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Is for me because of course I'm prepared for that from long time, because when I seen it with the UFC, every media asked me, "Yes, Francis Ngannou is the same division like you. You're from the same gene." So yeah, 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 yeah. But I want just learn just now. You want to talk? So yes, I know the people like this situation, and I'm comfortable with this situation because I'm really prepared with this situation. And no, like I say, I don't have a bad feeling. I'm gonna do my sport. I'm gonna do a show for the fan. I'm gonna do my prestation, and I just want to be the best version of myself. That's it.
I have to ask about, you know, you've got some critics saying you could push more to finish a fight at times. You know, I disagree. I thought the Volkov fight, you were so in control of the fight. I thought it was a very, very intelligent performance, and I think a couple of times you went to take him down, and then you sort of opted against it because you felt you were stronger on the feet. I think it was sensible in your opinion. I think one of your biggest strengths is your fight IQ and knowing what to do in the octagon and being comfortable. Do you feel as though maybe you don't get enough credit for that because you're such an intelligent fighter?
Yes, of course, it's my big strength. I think it's my big because like I say, I just I have just 3 years of experience, so that's really young. So you need to be smart to win your fight against some guy how maybe 10, 20, 30 fight more than you. So of course you must to be smart, and I think this is my. I improve. I know some people say, yeah, you don't finish his fight, and. Yes, of course, maybe I could to try to make down to put down Volkov, but it was my feeling in the cage. this is my feeling in the cage, and I'm confident to my mind. And when I don't feeling something, I don't want
Yeah.
to push more. And this is my feeling, but I try to do my best every time. I want to finish the fight every time because I know what is the consequence. You have more bonus, you have more height, more. I want that. I want that. So no matter.
Your coach, Fernand Lopez, said recently in an interview, he said that you need to make a massive statement in this fight. And he said you're going to send a message to the UFC heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou. What will that message be?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. You don't tell me that. But the message is just I'm in the process, and I'm a young guy. I have a young career, a little experience, and fight after fight, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grow up. I'm gonna improve, and this fight is gonna be better. It's gonna be better than Volkov, and every time it's gonna be like that. I hope.
Do you think you're going to get it finished, though? Fernand's convinced you're going to finish this fight early. He thinks maybe first round, I believe, and when I listened to a recent interview as well. Do you see
Everything's
it
possible.
quick?
Yeah, everything is possible. Everything is possible. I think it's just how I'm gonna start it this fight. How I'm gonna start it this fight. Yeah.
I have to ask as well, the octagon. You know, I thought this played a factor in the fight. Stipe Miocic when he dropped the title to Francis Ngannou, the smaller octagon and the cage size. But what was your thoughts on the smaller cage size compared to the bigger octagon? Does that play a significant factor in the fight?
100%, of course. When you are not comfortable with that, of course. But for me, it's not a problem. I have a really, really, really good footwork. I think I have the best footwork in this division. I think I don't make a mistake. And for me, it's not a problem. You see, with maybe some guys with Jairzinho or with every guys, I can move very well. I just need maybe 4 5 meters, no more. I can move very well, and yes, I think this is what the factor for the defeat of Stipe. Yeah.
Are you surprised Stipe Miocic maybe has been left out of this picture? Maybe were you expecting to fight Stipe Miocic instead of Derrick Lewis because he seems to be pushed to the side after he lost to Francis Ngannou? Was that fight ever on the table or ever offered to you guys or ever talked about?
Yes, I can feel it a little bit. Yes, I feel Stipe was a little bit put back a little bit in this picture, and everybody talk about Derrick, me, and Francis in the top three, and no of Stipe. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Were you
yeah. That's
surprised at
true.
that?
That's true. Surprise. A little bit, yes, a little bit. I think it's not done for him. I think it's really not done for him.
Yeah. Would you expect to fight him down the line?
I'm
Yeah.
ready, anyone, anywhere,
I love that
anyone,
attitude.
anywhere. That's
I love
that's
that
my job.
attitude. I
No, so
think,
that's true. Look, my fight against Volkov, I was really surprised that the UFC proposed me this fight because
yeah.
Volkov was behind me and I was like that. So and everybody knows Volkov is not is not a good choice, but we say yes like every time.
Yeah. I feel, and I think a lot of the fans feel, and a lot of my fellow colleagues feel, as if the UFC want you to win this fight. And the reason why I think they want you to win this fight is to set up this sort of movie-like narrative and this fight between yourself and Francis Ngannou, because obviously there's a good story behind it for them to sell pay-per-view numbers. As I think your coach said, this is a potential movie. This whole story. Do you feel that like the UFC sort of want you to win in many ways this fight?
My coach is so dangerous. Wow. But that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I think there are really good story around Francis and me. We were not really close when he
Yeah.
was in the gym because he lived already to live in Vegas. So we are really not close. We spar maybe a few times, not like so we are not close. But we're from the same gym. We was born in the same gym, same coach. It was the same coach to improve us. So yes, this is makes sense, and I think this is gonna help me to put the light of the French MMA. So
Brilliant.
yeah, I think the UFC gonna use that for the first event. Maybe for the first event in Paris. Maybe yeah. I think it's gonna be a success if this is happening.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. I was going to ask you that question, and you've given the answer there. So I think that would be amazing for not just French mixed martial arts, for European mixed martial arts, because obviously we've some amazing fighters over this side of the pond as well. You mentioned your coach Fernand, and I won't keep you too much longer. You've been very gracious with your time, Ciryl. You spoke about how much he means to you there, and he seems to feel the same way. He always gets quite emotional and protective when he's speaking about you. There's a huge bond between you there. This would mean a huge amount for him as well. As you said, French MMA, he's one of the guys who helped get the sport legalized in France. This would be an amazing moment for him also.
Oh yeah, of course. He worked a lot for the French MMA since a few years ago, and it's not only him, but he did a lot. He did a lot for the MMA, and I want to do that also for him. I want to do that also for Fernand Lopez, and I think I'm gonna help the French MMA to be on the big scene
On the
of
map.
the world, on the map. Exactly.
I agree with you too. I thoroughly agree, and I think it's French mixed martial arts is in a terrific place at the moment. Some wonderful fighters. I have to ask you about this picture I saw on your Instagram of you heading a football.
Oh yes.
Look at that technique, man. You must have
No,
been some
yeah.
player. You're a big football fan.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
love my football as well, Ciryl. Love it.
My man, I was a really great player of soccer. And I was a really great player in
Look at
basketball.
this technique on the picture. Incredible.
Look at yeah, I'm
Perfect
so
technique to
high.
head the ball.
Look this.
Thierry
Wow.
Henry.
Thierry Gane, exactly. No. I like every sport. That's why I'm playing very well in every sport. I try, but I like that. I like every sport. I'm an athlete for real.
A disappointing summer for Paul Pogba and France, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Not a good
yeah.
summer. Not a good summer.
It was not a good summer,
Well,
man.
Ireland weren't. We didn't qualify.
Maybe.
We didn't qualify, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. And maybe you have good news with Paul Pogba. He's gonna come to the Paris Saint
Paris.
Germain.
Yeah,
Maybe.
no, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'm a big Manchester United fan, so I'm not too
Sorry.
happy. I'm not too
So
happy.
sorry.
So you're a big PSG.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course, because I lived there since more 10 days,
Yeah.
and yes, of course. Before that, I don't. You know a little bit the
Yeah.
La
Yeah.
Liga,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because I was born in really close to North
Nice.
Atlantic
Yeah. Yeah.
FC
Yeah.
North FC North Atlantic. So
Yeah.
yeah, this was my first club, but now I'm for the Paris Saint
Paris.
Germain.
You sold your soul to Paris Saint Germain.
Yeah.
Ciryl, I want to ask you one more question before we go. Obviously, you're a Muay Thai guy. You know how kicks work. We obviously had an incident recently, and we've had a lot this year with injuries. Conor McGregor's leg break, us being Irish here, I'd just be interested to know what you thought of it and the whole situation, leading up to the incident where his leg actually broke.
Yeah, this is a little bit shame for him because it's not easy. It's not easy with his situation because he tried to come back, but every time there are something bad for him, and now this is really bad. I don't know how long he gonna rest, but this is but I think it's not done for him. It's not really done for him. It's not really done for the guys like Ned Diaz because this guy, um, make a lot of pay-per-view. So that's why
Exactly.
it's not done for him. So no worries for him. No worries.
Did you spot the moment where you thought the injury might have happened during the fight? Because Conor obviously said it happened before the fight. Do you think it was from him checking one of Dustin Poirier's kicks?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe.
Ciryl,
maybe.
I'm very much looking forward to the fight next week. I can't wait to see you back in action. I think everyone here in Ireland is, and across Europe. It's a big event and a big moment for you in France, and I know you've a lot on your plate. You've a new baby on the way, so congratulations for that, and best of luck with that. And I do appreciate you stopping by to take time out and speak with us on the show. Bonne chance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and thank you for your support. Yes, thank you. Merci beaucoup pour la chance. Merci beaucoup.
Thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more videos like this, do hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so you don't miss any future updates. You can also catch us on social media and also give the video a thumbs up. It does help. Thanks, guys.